I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
Yes, I thought about this too. If we want to stop them mercs from stepping all over us, we've got to take down their leader. So what's your plan?
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
I got this.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
As if it wasn't dodgy enough.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
Can Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
New dark web designer drug, right? The cops were trying hard to keep it off London streets. Back when the cops tried to do things.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
Yeah, and because of how many lives?
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it. It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic. Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Can't wait to hear what this bloke knows.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Can you say paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Acknowledged. Nice rig up. Bit amateur compared to mine, but...
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I've got this.
Welcome to Clare and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Now, hold on. It's not what you think.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Fuck no. Think more subversive.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Oi, there's no time for that. Listen, Albion knows you're in London. You've got to run. You've got to run fast, mate.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Hamish. Look, Cuss is worse than you know.
Oh, really? No shit. Why else do you think I'll be risking my arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, Cass is a piece of shit. We need your help to take him down. The bombings, that was him. And he came after us too.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck. Think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move in! Bollocks.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Received. Mobilizing tower. Out. Control to units. Suspect is swimming away. Drones deployed to arrest the suspect. Suspect has a gun. Over.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
You called the right man. I'll get the job done.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing and some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cybersecurity sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Tower of London. Security will be tight. How do we do this?
I like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
All right, mate.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Yeah, we know. But Cass is launching some new project, and I can guarantee it won't be good. We need to do something, you know?
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in our pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Can you send me their personal info?
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be
Recruiting an Albion employee. Easier said than done.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
You belong in the Resistance. I can tell.
Dead set, right? Finally. I'd asked to see your belly button, but they may be watching us. Just have to trust you're not one of them.
Come again?
The clones. You know, pod people? Artificially grown humanoids? They've infiltrated every centre of power in London. You must have encountered them.
Huh?
Here, look. I've identified the clone conspiracy's key resources and personnel. You take care of them, sabotage them, whatever. I'll know you're not a dupe. Then we can trust each other, right?
I'll see what I can do.
What's the idea, mate?
Is it just me, or was that bonkers?
Oh no, he's off his fucking lid for sure. Allegedly, his shadowy cabal is headquartered at a nearby Albion field office. Might be worth investigating regardless.
All right then. Let's get debunking.
Bloody nuisance.
have we got, Bagley?
Some Albion guards posted here are selling pallets of high-tech weaponry to Clan Kelly at a healthy markup. I mean, sure, it's corrupt, but it hardly rises to the level of evil scheme.
Let's bring it down.
Hold on just a second. What is going on?
Just that easy.
Excellent. You've dismantled the non-existent conspiracy. Shall we let our friend know what we found?
I hate to break it to you, but you were talking nonsense. But you did identify some bent bastards that we took care of.
What? No, they're definitely clones. I see what happened. They saw you come in and destroyed the evidence. Rookie mistake. Well, the important thing is you're not a clone. Probably.
There's strength in numbers, you know. You should join DedSec.
You kidding? Hell yeah.
Don't let the tithead get away. Drone, perform a search.
What's an army without its soldiers? Glad to have you.
Bang in. Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
Fucking excellent.
Initiate search.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
Retrieval. Yeah. Perimeter secured, over. Dear God. Not interested.
Going, yeah? I hear what you say.
In need of assistance to resume patrol. Over. You look familiar. Young dead thing, huh?
Move out the way! Oh no.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Are you supposed to be here?
I cannot...
Get this muck out of my inbox.
Haven't seen you around before.
Surrender!
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You seem to know scads about him, more than most.
Yeah. I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
This was considered by historians to be the famed sword, Excalibur. Later, archaeologists were able to date the sword to the early 8th century, at least 200 years too late. It still remains an excellent specimen of Anglo-Saxon weaponry. These coins date back to the Roman conquest of Britain, or Albion, as it was known in 43 AD. Some are genuine Roman coins, but others were imitations made by the Celts. The Exmoor pony is Britain's oldest native breed. The breed nearly reached extinction during the Second World War when trigger-happy troops used them for target practice. Queen Victoria kept these letters, written by her beloved and much mourned Albert, until her death in 1901, a full 40 years after his death, on loan from the Victoria and Albert Museum.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible from terrorists.
They're down boots before coming in.
Ladies, get set for the best. Thank you. None of them know what's up. We've got to hike up our fences or we'll be fucked and the spaceship coming fuck us all over.
Don't leave the shite.
What do you know? I heard someone saying DedSec.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fucking great.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
It just seems like
You've been up here all day. I just think he's a shit.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Show me.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company, but I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Fuck me. Almost makes you pity him. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. He's a dickhead. Can't believe that's who's supposed to be secure in London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
hacking is unethical. Don't care what anyone else says, alright?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
When it comes down to it, this whole drone issue is about do I trust the machine with the safety of my peers? Not really. I don't trust Merc to trigger happy things either. Allows the results of a lot more. Drones aren't great, but they're still an improvement.
Serious?
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Everything's proceeding on schedule. And Mr. Cass wipe their damn boots before coming in. Like I haven't got enough to do. Dealing with construction.
Stop chatting with your girl and get back to work.
If this DedSec meddles in...
I heard someone saying DedSec was shit.
They better not be just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
How's it going?
Mr. Cass, it will do you no good to question his direction.
I'm not questioning his bloody directive. I'm wondering why we're not being sent out.
Bit of a chicken and egg question, isn't it? I just don't know what to think. Damn it!
That guy has ideas running around his head you wouldn't dream up in a million years.
Nah, forget it. Done.
But he has a reason.
I know. Just
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defence Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
A building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
Bagley, need an exit protocol.
The catacombs, fam.
Go, go, go!
I'm fucking
Now!
This won't.
Have I seen you before?
Yeah, out cold.
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
One way of putting it. Another way is he's fucking crazy. I doubt a secret project run by a megalomaniac like him means anything good for London. I don't like this at all, man. What the fuck was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Please, help!
Do anything!
What the fuck? Break.
Why are they going after this poor bastard? You having fun? Hey! Hiya? Okay, you're right. Please stop hurting me.
Whoa, hold on!
Rose, stop filming.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over. In critical condition. Critical, over.
That does it, I'll shoot!
Control, please advise, suspect is evading.
We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
If you ever need anything from me, and I mean anything, just say the word.
You want in? Go on. Take the red pill. Join DedSec.
Thought you'd never ask.
Attention. I'm putting an end to this. What's taking you so bloody long?
Anyone have visual? Anyone? We are in pursuit, I say again, in pursuit.
Not seeing anything here.
Received. Returning to HQ, over.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security?
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break into Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
You've been activated. Do you need a minute?
Nope.